Okay, so as you can see in front of me and from the title down below, this video is about the new Bose QuietComfort 45 over-the-ear headphones. Now, there is only one reason why you would purchase these QC45 headphones over these Bose NC700s. Well, at least in my opinion. You know what? Stick around. Let's talk about this for a second.
Want to see some love? It's Love Day. I'm showing people love out here on the court.
What's going on, YouTube? Nicholas here with Tech Love TV, where we don't discriminate and we believe all tech deserves some love. Okay, so before I get into this video, let me get two quick things out the way. This is not a comparison video. Well, at least I'm not intending this to be a comparison video. This video is just mainly about the QC45s, not really the QC45s versus the NC700 headphones. The NC700 headphones will come in this video from time to time simply because I just want you to see a quick difference on why you should go with one over the other. But for the most part, this is not going to be a comparison video. And number two, Bose did not send me these QC45s or the NC700, so this is not a sponsored video. Okay, so right now you could pick these QC45s up for around $330 on the Bose website, and I do believe on Amazon. But as always, I'll put the links in the description down below. They come in two different colors. You have this black color, and you also have a white smoke color. Now, the battery life on these headphones is up to 24 hours, and that just depends on if you're going to be using ANC and the volume that you're going to keep these running at. That could drain the battery a little faster than anticipated, but even still, I do believe that with ANC on blasting these at 100%, you'll still get around 18 to 20 hours, which is plenty of time, in my opinion, for just your average listener on a day-to-day basis. And to charge these back up, it will take around 2.5 hours via the USB Type-C charging port. And this does have quick charge in it, so a 15-minute charge will give you additional 3 hours of playback time. Okay, so very quickly going around the box on the front side, as you can see, it does have an image of the Bose QC45 headphones. On the back side, it says premium sound, world-class noise cancellation, transparency mode. I do think that they also refer to that as aware mode, noise rejecting mic array for clear calls, USB Type-C in the Bose Music app. And the Bose Music app can be purchased in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Now, some other features really quickly. These do have Bluetooth 5.1. They also have simple sync capability, which means that you can sync these to either some Bose speakers or a sound bar. There's also multi-point connection in here, which means you can hook these up to a mobile device and a tablet at the same time. And when you're on your tablet watching a movie or something and your mobile device rings, it'll automatically switch over, so you can take the phone call. When the phone call ends, it'll switch back to your tablet and the movie or whatever you're watching will resume. So you don't have to worry about the Bluetooth settings and switching back and forth between devices if that's something that you're interested in. But very quickly, before I unbox these, I know I said this is not a comparison video, but the NC700 will be making an appearance in this video from time to time, and this is one of the times right here. So as you can see, the price for the NC700s, which is Bose more premium headphone, is $380. Now these are $330, and that's a difference of $50. In my opinion, if you're going to go ahead and have the money to spend over $300 on some headphones, an additional $50 should not break your bank. That's just my opinion. If you feel different, go ahead, feel free to check me down below in the comments. But I really wanted to get down to couple of these specs down here to show you. Okay, so the battery life right here, as you can see on these is 24 hours. On the NC700s is 20 hours. They both have a charge time of 2.5 hours. Built-in microphones on the NC700s. There's 6 for active noise cancellation, 4 for voice pickup. On these, it just says in the left and right ear cup. So obviously the microphone setup for noise canceling, voice pickup, and all that is better on the NC700s. Noise canceling levels, there's 11 noise canceling levels on the NC700s and only 2 on these, and I'll touch more of that inside the app. You also have the control type. These are all physical buttons on the QC45s, and then you also have a mix of touch and physical buttons on the NC700s. Both have active noise cancellation. You can see your controls right here, and the water resistance. There is no IPX rating on here, but you do get an IPX4 water resistant rating on the NC700s. And then the last thing is that inside the app, I'll go through further. There is no way to adjust the EQ on these headphones. That might be changed with a software push. I'm not sure, but for right now, inside the app, you can't adjust the EQ on here. You don't even have presets. You just have one sound, and that's how they want you to listen to these. On the NC700s, you do have 4 different presets, and you have adjustable EQ. It's not the most advanced adjustable EQ, but it's in there nonetheless. And that's all I wanted to show you for a quick comparison between these and the NC700s. On the inside of this box, what you would get, as you can see, you do have your charging case. You do have your carrying case right here, wrapped in plastic. I'll get to that in a little bit. And then also you have a quick start guide, and it looks like a warranty manual. And that's everything that's inside the box. So let me go ahead and put all this away and get to the star of the show. So as you can see right here, this is a nice semi-hard leather carrying case. Very nice touch. I do like this. Smells and feels like real leather. For $330, I'm hoping that is real leather. On the inside, as you can see, this is how the headphones will come in right here. You have your headphones on the right side of the case. You do have a pocket with some cables on the left side of the case. And inside that pocket, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack right here. If you do run out of battery on these headphones, you can still use these headphones via the cable right here. I haven't tested that feature out, simply because I don't have anything to plug it into, but you're able to run these with just the cable with no power actually being turned on these headphones. And then you also have your USB type A to USB type C charging cable as well. Okay, so going around these headphones right here, as you can see, it is a foldable design, nice to fit inside of this case, more compact than the NC700s. You know what, I do have the NC700s. Let me bring those out for a second. 45s over here, we got the 700s over here. This is another instance where these will make an appearance just for the design purposes. Okay, so as you can see, this is a more foldable design to fit inside of this case, and this just folds up just like this. The air cups rotate, no foldable design at all. These are an all plastic lightweight design. I really like how lightweight these are. You got a decent headband cushion up here. You got your memory foam cushions right here. And if you remember from the QC35s that they were a pleated style ear cup right here, but they have done away with that. It makes no difference because it didn't touch your ears either way. As you can see, when I put them on, very, very comfortable. I mean, like I said, these are lightweight. There's no clamping force on these whatsoever. I cannot see myself getting any type of ear fatigue with these. Very, very good design. And also, one big thing about these is that there are all physical buttons on here, no touch surfaces at all. I do really like that, simply because I'm not a big touch surface guy, and if you've been around my channel or watched a few of my videos for a little bit, you would already know that about me. But very quickly going around these headphones, on the right ear cup, you have your power on and off button right here, which also doubles as your Bluetooth button. You have your play pause button, your volume up, your volume down button, which also the play pause button doubles as track forward and track back. You have your USB type C port on the bottom side. On the left ear cup, I do believe this is how you toggle between your ANC mode, your aware mode, and to cut all that off. And then also on phone calls, if you push this will mute your phone calls. And then also you have your 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom right here. You know what? I don't think that is a 3.5mm headphone jack. It's a headphone jack. It might be like a 2.5. Let me double check. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so this headphone jack on the bottom, I believe this is a 2.5mm headphone jack, and the cable on the inside, I did misspeak earlier. This is a 3.5 to 2.5 headphone jack cable. So either way, you're good, because the 2.5 is on the headphones and the 3.5 will go into whatever device you're trying to hook these up into. And then also inside these ear cups, as you will notice, that there is no auto detection sensor, proximity sensor, whatever you want to call it, so that headphones that do have those, when you do take these off your ears, they would automatically stop. But these don't have that. It seems like Bose is kind of cheating us with that. I mean, at a price point of $330, or even these at a price point of $380, these also don't have it on here as well, which is mind-blowing to me, because a lot of your other premium headphones do come with it. And also you do have your adjustable headband right here. It is your more of a click style headband. These are a sliding style, so you won't get no clicks right here. But either way, to me, they work just the same. And then lastly, On the outside, as you can see right here, you do have your microphone array right here that assists with, I do believe it's with phone calls, ANC, and transparency mode. Once you completely charge these up, what you want to do is download the Bose Music app, which I do have right here. And inside, I already set these up. I already have the 700 set up and the 45 set up. But just run through the steps. You would cut these on, go into your Bluetooth settings inside of your phone, connect them, then come back to this app and connect them that way. Just follow the on-screen instructions. It's very simple. So let me go ahead and cut these on. These should automatically pop up at the bottom right here. They just turned on. Give it 1 second. It lets you know battery 100%. It says it's connected to my phone, and there you go. As you can see, it's automatically right there. It's connected. I also want to turn these on as well, because I want to show you there's a difference inside of the app, which I'll get into in a little bit. But while those are turning on, let me go ahead and talk about these. So as you can see, this is the inside of the app right here. You do have this icon on the top left, and all that does is go back to your different items you have connected. So let me go back in here. It says Bose QC45 at the top. This gear icon right here, it goes to your settings tab. It says product name. You can change your product name right here to whatever you want. You also can do, I think you can do a custom name down here at the bottom. Just click on that and type that in. I just kept it as Bose QC45. You have your product tips. Inside your product tips gives you audio control, phone calls, modes, voice assistant. Inside of audio control, it tells you your button function. So you have your play pause button right here. You also have to change the volume button right there. Skip forward, double press the center multifunction button. Skip backwards, triple press that button as well. In phone calls, as you can see, it says answering in phone calls is the multifunction button again. Press and hold the center on the right ear cup to decline a phone call. It also says double press the action button on the left ear cup to mute the phone calls, like I said earlier. And then also you get your modes right here. It says switch between modes. Now, when you're not on a phone call, this action button over here just switches between your quiet mode, aware mode, and I think it cuts all that off. So if you click that one time, it'll toggle through the settings as you go through that. And then you also have your voice assistant. It says access your voice assistant. So hold down the multifunction on the right ear cup and it'll bring up whatever voice assistant you have activated with your phone. And that's it under product tips. You also have your Bluetooth connections right here. So as you can see, it's connected to my phone. You can add another device right here, which gives you that multi-point connection. You also have your sound modes. And so right now it says, remember my sound modes. That's all you can do inside of here. And your sound modes is like your aware mode, your transparency mode. So if you cut these off and you cut them back on, it'll remember exactly what you had set up on the last one. If you have that switched off, then it will go back to the default setting as soon as you cut these back on. Under preferences, you have your self voice. It says adjust how much of your own voice you can hear while on a phone call. You have high, medium, low, and off. And you also have power, auto power off. So I recommend putting this on a lower setting if you are forgetful and you don't remember to automatically go and manually turn off your headphones, because like I said before, once you take these off your ears, they do not stop playing, nor will they automatically shut off unless you go ahead and select something in here. So I will put these on, no, I'll keep it on 20. And then you also have your voice prompts, which comes up in different languages: English, Espanol, French, Dutch. I believe that's might be Mandarin, Japanese, and Chinese, and Italian. Don't come at me if I got those wrong. And then also you have support down here. Tech info gives you firmware version, serial number, original name, date of manufacturer, product ID, activation status, and then also common questions, which brings you to an outside website, which I don't like. I wish that was baked inside of the app, but either way, they do what they do. On the main screen of the app, as you can see, you have your battery status at the bottom. You have your volume slider bar right here. You can adjust it from the app. You can adjust it from the buttons on the side of your phone. You can adjust it from the headphones as well. And then you also have your modes right here. So your modes, it just switches between quiet and aware. So I'm gonna keep it on aware. And these three dots right here goes back to that screen where you can adjust your remember my modes. Get out of that. You also have your source, which just goes back to your Bluetooth source screen. And then you also have your tips, which just goes back to your product tips, which I ran through the button functions and everything on these headphones. Now, one thing that I would like to show you very quickly is that the difference between these and these inside of the app. So if I went into these NC700 headphones, I don't really have to put them on, but I'm going to. So I went inside these NC700 headphones. What you will notice is that the difference, you do have your different noise cancellation levels right here. Like I said, there's 11 on these, and you can adjust that just like that. And there's only 2 on these. And then one more thing, you do get this EQ button right here. And this EQ tab right here, it wasn't originally on here when I first got these 700s. With a software update, they made this available on here. They can probably do the same thing on here. I just don't know why they don't do that. But inside of here, as you can see, you do have your bass boost, your treble boost, your bass reducer, your treble reducer, and then you also have 3 sliders right here to adjust the bass, the mids, and the treble. So like I said at the beginning of the video, it's not the best or most advanced EQ, but just to have it in here is, I think, a step forward for Bose, letting people customize the sound. So that's just the only thing I wanted to show you about the NC700. So keep that in mind moving forward in this video. And yeah, people, back on the Bose 45s, as you can see, all that stuff is not available there. And that's pretty much it. That's everything inside the app. This app is really not that complicated. There aren't any extra things that's going on here. They get straight to the point. You got your volume, your modes, your source, and your button functions, and that's pretty much it. I wish it was a little bit more dynamic, but it's not. So that's all you get. Okay, so now for sound quality. You are going to get your classic dynamic Bose sound when you mess with these. Since there's no adjustable EQ, there's no way to get that perfectly tailored sound that you want. Bose has intended you to listen to these as exactly how they want you to hear these. Maybe moving on in the future, they'll add an adjustable EQ in there, but for now, you're stuck with what they want. And to me, it's not a bad sound for your average music consumer. And if you're not a bass head, these sound really, really good. I mean, you do have crystal clear highs. You do have nice spread out mid-tones. The only thing that it might be lacking a little bit, which I would like to see a little bit more, even in a dynamic sound, is a little bit more bass. I mean, you do get a decent amount, but it's not, let's just say the bass in here is not for bass heads, and I didn't expect it to be. That's not what the sound that Bose is going for. If you want that type of sound, you might want to go with some Sonys where you can adjust the super bass on the Sonys or whatever. Okay, people, so as you're hearing my voice right now, this is exactly how the other person will hear you on a phone call. Bose has been doing this for a long time. I have no doubt in my mind that these Bose QC45s are amazing when it comes to sound quality on voice calls, and then also mitigating ambient noise from seeping inside and having your voice being drowned out by whatever's going on around you while you're on a phone call. Okay, so as you can hear, I do have ambient noise going on in the background. Shout out to Wale. He just released his new album for Lauren too. If you haven't picked that up, go get that, especially if you're a hip hop head. The dude is amazing. Very dope. Favorite artist. My favorite artist of all time. Period. Hands down. At me if you want to. But there is ambient noise going on in the background. I'll let you be the judge down below. Let me know how much ambient noise this is letting in, if it's too much for you or if it is perfect. And that's it, people. That is my call quality test when it comes to these Bose QC45 headphones. Like I said earlier, I do honestly believe that these just pretty much sound amazing when it comes to call quality. All of Bose headphones do pretty much that I've tested out on this channel, whether it's been your over-the-ear headphones or even the earbuds. Bose does a really good job when it comes to call quality. Okay, so when it comes to latency, like I said earlier, these do have Bluetooth 5.2 in them. No latency issues whatsoever. I tested out YouTube, I tested out Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime TV, Apple TV. What else is there? Disney Plus. I tested out all the main movie streaming platforms and no latency whatsoever. I also did a quick match on Call of Duty Mobile for gaming. No latency whatsoever. And that's it, people. That is my full review of these Bose QC45 headphones. Now, to answer the question that I posed earlier in this video is, should you get these Bose QC45s over these Bose NC700s? And my answer is, if you're going to go ahead and spend $300 plus on headphones, I don't think additional $40 will make or break your wallet, but that's just my opinion. And then also on top of that, the sound quality in these are a lot better. You do have adjustable EQ inside of here. The ANC inside of these are a lot better. The transparency mode, everything when it comes to sound is a lot better inside of these. The only thing that these have over those, in my opinion, is that there are all physical buttons on this. If that's something that you're into, then these will be an option for you. If the touch does not bother you whatsoever, I would definitely pick these Bose NC700s over these Bose QC45s any day of the week. If you have the Bose QC35s and they are, I don't know, getting old and you looking for some new Bose headphones, I would definitely pick these. I would go ahead and skip over these. If those two issues, the money and the physical buttons, is not a factor for you, these are your better purchase. That's just my opinion. If you feel any different, go ahead. Feel free to let me know how you feel in the comments down below. But that's all I got for you people. That is my full review on the Bose QuietComfort 45 over-the-ear headphones. As always, if this is your first time here, if you find any value in this video whatsoever, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. And don't forget, hit that bell icon so you get notification on drop my next tech video. Thanks for stopping by the Tech Love channel. My name is Nicholas, and I'm out. Peace.